One cold, windy night, I decided to take a shortcut through the old playground. I usually avoided it because it was dark and spooky, but I was in a hurry. As I walked past the rusty swings, I heard a faint giggle. I stopped and looked around, but I didn't see anyone. My heart started to race. I kept walking, hoping to get out of the playground quickly. Then, I saw something that made me freeze. A small child was sitting on one of the swings, gently moving back and forth. The child wore an old-fashioned dress and had long, tangled hair. I couldn't see the child's face clearly, but I felt a chill run down my spine. I tried to ignore the child and continued walking, but the giggle grew louder and I felt like someone was following me. I turned around, and the child was now standing behind me, staring at me with wide, dark eyes. "Who are you?" I asked, my voice trembling. The child didn't answer but pointed towards the old slide at the far end of the playground. I felt an urge to go there, even though I was scared. As I walked closer to the slide, I noticed it was covered in vines and looked like it hadn't been used in years. The child's giggle echoed around me. Suddenly, the temperature dropped, and I could see my breath in the air. I felt a cold hand touch my shoulder, and I jumped, turning around quickly. The child was right behind me, her face now pale and ghostly. She whispered, "Help me," before disappearing into thin air. Terrified, I ran towards the playground exit, but I tripped over something and fell. When I looked down, I saw a small, old doll covered in dirt. It looked like it had been buried for a long time. I picked it up and felt a strange connection to the child. I knew I had to find out what happened to her. I went to the town library the next day and searched for any information about the playground. I found an old newspaper article about a girl who had gone missing there many years ago. Her name was Emily, and she was never found. I realized the ghostly child was Emily, and she needed help to find peace. That night, I returned to the playground with the doll. I felt Emily's presence as soon as I entered. I placed the doll on the swing where I first saw her and whispered, "Rest in peace, Emily." A gentle breeze blew, and I heard her giggle one last time before everything went silent. From that day on, the playground felt less spooky. I never saw Emily again, but I knew she was finally at peace. The old swing still creaked in the wind, but now it sounded more like a lullaby than a ghostly giggle.